The movie begins with Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, smoking a cigarette and then removing a music box that is designed to resemble Wolverine being impaled on a branch, just like he did in Logan. After resting on multiple fuel barrels, Deadpool throws the cigarette into the air and lets it land in one of the barrels, setting off a massive explosion that obliterates him. He then criticizes Wolverine for dying in his own film and claims he can one-up the character in his own film. Deadpool takes us back to a time when he was killing bad men for a living and was content, that is, until his work led him to a thief named Sergei Valishnikov. Wade escapes Sergei's thugs after he gets a ride from Dopinder. Deadpool then goes to his house and celebrate his anniversary with Vanessa. Wade presents Vanessa a ski ball token from their first date, and Wade is delighted when Vanessa says that she is prepared to have a child and create a family with him. Their joy is short-lived, however, as they are attacked by several thugs led by Sergei who storm into the flat. Wade shoots the bad guys, but Sergei kills Vanessa by shooting her. Wade follows Sergei through the streets while furious. Sergei tries to flee in a car, but the vehicle collides with a van. Sergei is knocked out of his car by Wade, who then drags him into the street, where they are both struck by a truck, but only Sergei is killed. Wade experiences depression as a result of Vanessa's passing and holds himself responsible. He visits Blind Al, who tries to stop him from doing anything evil by offering him assistance. Wade only does cocaine before deciding to suicide by suicide. While Vanessa is in their apartment, Wade sees himself in another world where he is unable to communicate with her. Colossus finds the pieces of his body, and he brings Wade to the Mutant Academy. Wade recovers in the mansion but continues to act foolishly, such as by rolling around in Professor Xavier's chair and saying, yet again, that the studio couldn't have produced a finer X-Men, but we get a brief glimpse of Xavier, Beast, Cyclops, and Quicksilver in class. Additionally, he runs into Negasonic Teenage Warhead again and gets to know her amiable lover Yukio. Wade needs to join the X-Men so that Colossus can help him emotionally. Wade agrees to go with them since they are responding to a new task, despite his reluctance. Colossus, Negasonic, and Deadpool visit a mutant children's fixing orphanage run by the Essex Corporation. Russell Collins, also known as Firefist, a 14-year-old boy, is enraged and destroying the area with fire. Russell says he would rather to go to the icebox than back to the orphanage, and when Deadpool tries to talk to him, he learns that the headmaster and the head orderly are abusing him. To the shock of Colossus and Negasonic, Deadpool kills the orderly with a single shot. They attempt to apprehend Russell, but he uses his talents to blast them away. He and Deadpool are apprehended and given collars that disable their mutant abilities. A mutant mercenary named Cable wakes up in the future to find his house destroyed and his wife and child gone. Before going back in time, he takes his daughter's teddy bear with him as a souvenir. Wade and Russell are brought to the icebox, a facility where other mutant inmates are housed. Wade doesn't want anything to do with Russell, but Russell attempts to hang on to him. To make the biggest person his bitch, Russell tries to start a fight with him. 3 mutants commanded by Black Tom Cassidy approach them and startle them. Russell and Wade are soon ejected from the room. Cable quickly breaks into the prison to look for Russell. He destroys Wade and his cell, but they weren't there. Before coming upon Wade and Russell, Cable fights off his pursuers. Wade resists him, and they tumble several feet to the ground, where Wade appears to be dead as his body bends oddly on impact, but the collar came off before that happened. Cable overhears Wade telling Wade that he doesn't care about Russell and that he isn't attempting to protect Russell when Wade is asked why. Wade removes them from the prison using Cable's gun. Wade is hit so hard in the back by Cable that he knocks him out. Cable then takes the token Wade handed to Vanessa. Wade tries to contact Vanessa once more in the other dimension, but he is unsuccessful. He has a broken heart, she tells him as she turns to face him. In his favorite bar with Dopinder and Weasel, Wade makes the decision that it is his duty to save Russell. They make the decision to create a super-duper group, with the aid of Weasel. They schedule meetings and interviews with several new mutants, including Bedlam, who can control electrical energy as well as the current in people's heads, Zeitgeist, who can hurl acidic bile, Shatterstar, an alien who just assumes he's better than everyone at what he does, Vanisher, who may or may not actually be there, Domino, a mutant with exceptional luck, and Peter, a regular guy who just saw the ad and thought it looked fun. Russell discovers a mutant with incredible power back in the icebox and hopes to recruit him as an ally. The group, which Deadpool refers to as X-Force, takes off in a jet and tries to stop a truck carrying mutant prisoners, including Russell. "They should watch out for Cable," says Deadpool. The group jumps out and deploys their parachute, but due to the strong winds that went unnoticed, the majority of the group suffers horrendous deaths. Bedlam flies headfirst into a truck, Shatterstar is torn apart by helicopter blades, Vanisher is electrocuted on wires, where we learn that he is Brad Pitt, and Zeitgeist lands in a wood chipper. When Peter tries to assist him, Zeitgeist sprays him with acid, causing much of Peter's right side to violently burn off while Zeitgeist transforms into salsa. As they pursue the truck, Deadpool and Domino manage to stay alive. Deadpool fights Cable as Domino snatches the truck. Cable decimates many of the other mutants, including Black Tom, throughout the battle, leading Deadpool to call him racist. Then Russell releases his mutant friend, Juggernaut. The truck gets slammed by his fist, which also causes it to crash through a bridge. Deadpool starts to geek out over Juggernaut since he loves him, but Juggernaut ends up ripping Deadpool in half before he leaves with Russell. Wade returns to Blind Al's house where he is now walking on baby legs that are slowly coming back. He is visited by Weasel, Domino, and Dopinder, and Cable also appears. He tells them that in the future, after committing his first murder using Juggernaut, Russell turns into a ruthless murdering machine. Cable went back in time to kill Russell before he could start his reign of terror, since Russell will ultimately be the one who murders Cable's family. Before having to kill Russell, Wade persuades Cable to at least let him talk to him. Deadpool has Dopinder take him to the X-Mansion so that he may speak with Colossus before going to find Russell. He's still angry with Deadpool for his senseless death, but he makes an effort to win Colossus over by explaining how Russell needs his assistance. Russell and Juggernaut are on their way to the orphanage to assassinate the headmaster when Deadpool, Cable, Domino, and Dopinder arrive. Dopinder examines Juggernaut before deciding to return to the cab. Deadpool tries to speak with Russell but dismisses him and enters the room to pursue the headmaster. The three mutants proceed to wipe the floor with the orderlies as they attack when they arrive. Colossus, Negasonic, and Yukio arrive on a jet to offer assistance. As they pursue Juggernaut, Colossus eventually consents to engage in violent combat a la Deadpool. They engage in a fierce battle, but Juggernaut emerges as substantially more powerful than Colossus. Before Colossus inserts a loose electrical wire in Juggernaut's ass and Negasonic uses her ability to force Juggernaut into a pool and knock him out of the fight, Yukio ties his legs together with a rope she made herself. As the headmaster begins to set the orphanage on fire, Russell arrives there. Russell is approached by Deadpool, who tries to calm him down and persuade him that killing won't make him feel better. Russell continues to babble while not listening. As Cable tries to reach for his gun, Deadpool puts on one of the restricting collars and Russell prepares to kill the headmaster. Russell is shot by him, but Deadpool leaps in the way to block the shot, striking Russell in the heart. After witnessing this sacrifice, Russell changes his mind and sobs over Deadpool's corpse. When the blood on his daughter's teddy bear disappears, Cable realizes that the future has been spared. Deadpool accepts his demise and bids everyone a fond farewell as he goes away after a protracted illness. He goes back to the other world and finds Vanessa there, where he can now speak with her. They discuss Wade's progress as he appears like he did prior to his transformation. Wade's time is not now, Vanessa claims as they share a passionate kiss. Then, Cable uses the last of his time travel battery to return to the moment he and Domino and Deadpool first arrived at the orphanage. Before they enter, he taps Deadpool on the chest, and when the action jumps to the conclusion, Deadpool still takes the shot for Russell but learns that Cable had earlier hidden the token in his suit. When Cable places a knife close to Deadpool's, Deadpool pokes fun at him for giving up his final charge to save him. He even gives Cable a hug. Cable makes the decision to stay in this area for some time. The headmaster emerges, complaining over being spared and declaring that the mutants deserve to perish as the crew begins to disperse. Dopinder enters and drives the cab into the man, turning him into mush while the man jumps out with joy for helping the squad. Continuing to move away with the other mutants, Deadpool declares that they are his family as he does so. Negasonic and Yukio fix Cable's time travel apparatus and deliver it to Deadpool during the credits, and they immediately regret it. To save Vanessa from being shot and killing Sergei there in the apartment, Deadpool goes back in time. He then leaps back to prevent Peter from a horrific death. He travels back to X-Men Origins, Wolverine, where he kills the early version of Deadpool who battled Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds was about to accept the position of Green Lantern when Deadpool returns and shoots him in the head. So, This was all about today's video. I hope you have enjoyed this. Have a good day and thanks for watching. Also, please give your thumbs up for this video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.